Here comes a Grammy-winning superstar. She is in the middle of a world tour, and she's headlining a residency right here in Las Vegas. Please welcome Christina Aguilera.
How you doing?
Again.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you as always.
Yes.
You know what?
Wow, look at this now.
They're on their feet.
Christina walked out here with a person that commands the stage every second she's on it.
I love you. It's
I'm
good to
so
see
happy
you guys.
to see you.
You are doing so. I mean, every time I see you, you're in the middle of so much, right? You are
This has
busy all
been
the time.
a great and busy year.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm back on stage again, doing what I love
You love doing
to do.
it, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I've been on the stage and you know, that's like my home since I was 7 years old. So
I would think, and as a mom, I would think being able to be on tour yet staying in one spot is so appealing. Right?
yes, it's partly why I had, you know, done television at a certain time in my life, and you know, being in Vegas
Right.
is definitely exciting. But yes, it gives me a chance. But I live in LA, so it's an easy commute for me
right.
with the kids.
Oh,
so
that's
it's
great,
like
yeah.
perfect. Yeah.
So where have you been on this tour? You've been sort of all over, right?
Yes, so it is fun because I'm getting to bounce around also and get to see the world. And I hadn't until this year been to performing and touring in Europe in like 10 years.
Oh,
So
you're kidding.
yes, I hadn't seen my fans out there in a while, and I just got back from Dublin and the UK, and just the energy out there is amazing.
Do they
and
freak out? Like, what's the one country where you go, whoa, that was a whole other level? Is there a certain country that
I
you
can't
really...
hone in on it in
Yeah.
particular, but I mean, I've always gotten a lot of London love, and London is just a magical city and it's a magical place, like Vegas.
Yeah. Vegas is...
I
love
mean,
it.
you can't, like, yeah, what are you gonna say about, you know, you come here to have a great freaking time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Tour, you do, but touring has to be a little. I've known you a long time.
Yes,
there
we
was
go back.
in the day. Touring was probably a little bit different than it is now for you in terms
Yeah,
of hanging out
absolutely.
and going out.
Yes, which I still make time for, you know, with
Yeah.
my dancers, and just, you know, the camaraderie and to have that bond with who's backing you on stage, and the unity there is so important. It's like a family, but I got my own family now that I've
right,
created. I have
exactly.
my son and my daughter, and just to have their love and see things through their
there's a shot
eyes.
there.
for
When
the
you
first time.
when you travel on a tour, when you're going to Europe and all those places, do you bring the kids with you? Do they get to see everything?
School is very important,
Yeah.
so we make sure that it doesn't collide or clash with
Yeah.
anything, you know, super important. Because I think, you know, it's great for kids to have their own lives and to have their own routines and structures. And
course.
it's very important to me as a mom to juggle both hats at the same time. But you know, when I can, I bring my son. His school, he's older, so it's a little more,
Yeah.
you know,
He get his
important to
homework
keep that.
assignments.
Yes,
Yeah.
we got to get that work in and do the work. But it's also important for them to see Mama do her work, you know, and to, you know, this is why we have, you know, a beautiful life and things to be thankful for,
Sure.
because you have to work in life and work hard for it.
I also think that life experience is great for kids too. Like, it's a great life experience.
It is, you know, it's great. They get to see the world from a view that not many people get from such a young age. I mean, my dad was in the military, so we traveled a lot. He was in the Army, and so I got to see, you know, I've lived everywhere from here to Japan for 3 years when I was a kid, and so I had like a real sense of the world at a really young age that I want to, it's really great that I get to share that with my kids from a different perspective,
Right.
because Mama's the boss now.
Yeah, right.
You
Yeah.
talk about life experience. Experience is the name of the show. We're
I
going to talk
love
about
it.
when we come
I
back
love
with
it,
Christina
love it.
Aguilera right after this.
Still ahead on Live. What did Las Vegas have in store for Kelly, Ryan, me, and Gelman? You won't want to miss it.
We are back here in Las Vegas with Christina Aguilera.
And the name of the show is Christina Aguilera Experience with an X.
With an X, yes.
Which I love. It's so great.
This, I mean, you have said that this is truly ambitious. Really
Well,
ambitious.
what's great about this particular show is that it's stabilized in the same venue. You don't have to pick it up and go on the road and travel and have all these trucks behind you. We get to really, when I'm here, base it around the theater and the place that we're at and the environment. So I really wanted to take it to this place where you feel like you're on a specific journey, like you're on a ride. And the way I designed the screen, everything. You know, have you ever ride the Disney ride soaring over California?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, I love it.
you
It's
know,
my
the one where
favorite.
you're like,
You
you're
can smell
in it,
the
you're like
ride.
immersed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can smell it.
Yeah.
So we worked with a company that infuses scents in the air and bubbles that come down. So
What
it's a
do bubbles
five-sensory.
smell like?
It's a five-sensory
gosh,
experience,
that's
and you know, it takes you through different moods. So whenever there's fire in the air, you like literally are like, oh my God. In pre-production, one of the guys were like, is that a fire? I'm like, no, it's just the scented bubbles coming down right now. It was
So wait,
amazing.
So they
but-
make a fire smell.
yeah, you can make it strawberries, you can make it like, and they taste as well. So
We're gonna centrally scent our show
Right,
when
we're
done.
gonna have the 5
You
cents
should.
live
Yeah.
broadcast.
It's
That's
amazing.
And what about costume changes that go along with that? How many?
There's a lot.
Quite a few.
It's a little ambitious, yeah, with the costume changes. But you know what? Every song and everything sets a completely different mood. You know, I really try to let people experience it how they want to interpret it. I make it clear, you know, we all are here to either take off a mask or put one on and truly be yourself for one night. So I'm really excited
Very
about
cool.
the upcoming shows.
Last New Year's Eve, we were together in Times Square, and you gave the most amazing performance in the rain,
In the pouring
in the
rain.
cold,
Yes.
outside. It was.
Look at my face. It looks a little like,
But it was look how soaking wet. It was incredible to see you do that. This year, what are your plans? Are you doing a show on New Year's Eve here?
I am.
Yeah?
I'm bringing
Inside?
it. I'm counting it down from here in Vegas. You should
Okay.
join me, but I know you're busy.
You can see Christina Aguilera, the experience at the Zappos Theater, Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino. Christina, you are the best. Great to
Thank
see
you so
you.
much, you guys.
With my daughter.
You have
Yeah,
to.
go ahead.
Yeah, it's such a fun show.
Yeah, I want to see it. Coming up next, our Vegas adventure. Stick around.
Still ahead on Live from Las Vegas, a performance by Carrot Top.